Assalamu alaikum. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam and humanity, we are painfully aware of the tragedy that took place few days ago, and it is difficult to talk about this tragedy without emotions rising. A tragedy that shook our city of Akron. We are painfully aware of the murder of our beloved, young and innocent brother, Zakareia, in his pizza shop. There is so much that can be said, but I want to mention few simple points that we can all benefit from. First of all, tragedies, harms, and problems are indeed part of our lives, and Allah tests us with various trials and tribulations. The family of Zakaria has been tested in a manner which we can only begin to imagine, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make their affairs easy on them. But as we look at this tragedy, there is no doubt we also see the wisdom of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you think about it, it could have been anyone in his place. It could have been some unknown guy on the street, or you, or me, or anyone. But why him? It is as if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose him to be a role model even in his death. It is as if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala carved out a life for him which we can only be jealous of. The good that he has done, and the khair and the barakah that has come from his life, and the love the community, both Muslims and non-Muslims, had for him while he was still alive, much less when he is dead. It speaks volumes about his ikhlas, taqwa and iman. Allah chose him because he was so righteous, inshallah. Allah chose him because he wants us to follow his example. If you see his Facebook wall, and I ask every one of us to go read what people have posted about him on his wall, it is flooded with moving comments from people who loved him. One of his friends says Zakaria came to meet him at 1:30 a.m. because this friend said he wasn't feeling good, and he did not leave this friend until he felt good. One African brother says Zakaria was so diverse that he ate African food with them. A girl says Zakaria helped her when she was broke without her asking him of any money. There were people who said he helped them with study. There were people who said he was so much fun around. There were people who said he was the best human being they had ever met in their lives. I spent a good time with Zakaria this Ramadan when we prayed Taraweeh together in the masjid. And I noticed one thing about him. Whenever he came to the prayer, he used to throw his wallet, his phone, and bunch of keys in some corner in the mosque, and would stand for prayer without any fear of someone taking it. I got curious and asked him, Zakaria, why would you throw your belongings? Don't you fear someone taking it? And he replied, smiling, it's masjid, brother. Who will take it? This one act of him moved me so much that I began to think, we keep our belongings closer to us so that we concentrate on the prayer, and this beautiful soul kept it away from him so that nothing bothers him while he is standing in front of his Lord in complete submission. Subhanallah, what kind of iman is this? What kind of prayer is this? And above all, he worked day and night to support his family. I can just go on mentioning the number of things people have posted about him. But the fact of the matter is, how many of us are even close to all these things that he has done in his life? How many of us think about helping others with study, with money, with advice, with our company in bad times, with something as simple as a smile? So my brothers and sisters, let us get change in our lives from today. Let us reflect from his life. Let us imbibe goodness from him. Let us be Zakaria from today. Also, there is no doubt his death is a reminder for all of us that we all are going to die one day, and also a reminder to check what we are leaving behind us. So we need to start out our own legacies. Will we be having the same amount of love from people when we leave this world? Something we should seriously start thinking about. In this dangerous time of Islamophobia, we need people like Zakaria who can fight Islamophobia with good manners, kind heart, and love for everyone. Earlier this year, we heard of a similar incident where three great human beings who also had a great influence on people around them were killed in the Chapel Hill shooting. Dia, Yusur, and Razan, the three winners. Well, our Zakaria was just like them. He is our winner. Lastly, my brothers and sisters, we can just imagine how lucky was this brother before he died. He got lucky enough to say the Shahada as his last words. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Isn't this a dream of every Muslim? To have this as our last words? I pray that every one of us have a chance to say the Shahada when we die. I ask every one of us to make dua for him, his brothers, his sisters, and parents. May Allah accept his Shahada. May Allah give sabr, tawfiq, and iman to his family members. And may Allah help us carry the legacy that he has left behind.